2.
Okay, so our next one's gonna be a triangle option. If my partner defends this choke, you can also go for it straight away, but again, we're gonna be working from that overhook control. So we'll take a look at it real quick, okay? So again, I'm here with Ivan in the position. I found his hands to the mat. I'm adjusting right to that same control. So all those little details still stay intact. Strong grip on my side a little bit, tight overhook control, controlling the arm. But now, it's really common that my partner might defend my second arm. So a lot of times if he's controlling my hand or my wrist or something like that, obviously I can't set my second hand in the cross collar. This is gonna be the time where I'm gonna look to use this to my advantage to start to isolate the triangle. So from here, I can even hip escape a little bit more if I need to, but what's important is I'm gonna step on Ivan's hips with my knee and bring my knee inside to the line of his shoulder. And then my other leg can climb up nice and high. So can you rotate this way, Ivan, a little bit? Yes. So you'll see on this side when I'm here, I kind of hip escape out and I step on his hip, keeping my knee tight to his shoulder, and my other leg comes high. Now from this position, it's very easy for me to strip this grip. Once I strip this grip, now I'm gonna control, okay? And from here, I can punch it out, make a pit stop on his arm, and we start to secure the triangle. Other times, another way that we can also approach the same position is the same thing. I bring my knee inside over here, I throw the leg up high, nice and high over the shoulder, and I break this grip. Other times, I grab his wrist, and now I can kind of push it in between. So you can feel what's easier, pushing it out and kind of bringing your leg through, or pushing it in and bringing the leg around. Both work great, okay? Now when we're here in this position, it's just a matter of finishing the triangle. So I control the head, make sure he doesn't see daylight, looking down to my chest and my belly. I grab my choking leg. My foot goes on the hip on the opposite side. I don't open my knee, I keep that knee nice and tight. Now I pull my foot across his shoulder line, and in order to do this, if I'm not that flexible, I'm gonna need to make an angle. So I push off that foot on the hip, and I make an angle over here. And again, my shin is not running down his back. I'm never gonna be able to lock if this guy's big. I want less mass of him in the picture. So my shin goes across the shoulder line right here. I make sure the crook of my knee has contact with the neck. That's what's gonna bring me the choke. And then from here, I lift my hips, I lock that figure 4. If you were having trouble somehow tightening it up, you can always cross the arm quickly and then go right back to adjusting again. And now from here, I pinch my knees, I pull the head down, I lift my hips, I bring everything in, and we get a strong finish on that triangle. So again, here with Ivan, this position, I got his hands to the mat. From here, I took an overhook control of my partner. I'm adjusting to feed the lapel. Again, if I have to, I kind of change that angle and I get a good position. Now, whether he controls, and again, you can be offensive with this, you can control also, okay? I'm just looking to kind of jump myself into the position, or punch it out, pit stop, or again, if he's controlling on me, I apply the hip escape, foot comes on the hip, and then you can see from here, I start working again to the triangle position. And it doesn't need to be that complicated, guys. One arm in, one arm out. That's all we're trying to do, okay? And then now, from here, I pull his head down, grab that choking leg, foot on the hip on the opposite side, knee stays tight. I pull my foot across the shoulder line, I pivot my angle so I can look into his ear. I bring this foot nice and tight, the crook of my knee touches the neck, lift the hips, lock that triangle, bring everything in, and we're gonna get a finish, okay? The last thing that I'll say is if I'm here and midway through this transition, if my partner decides to stand up, I always hook my partner's leg, especially for self-defense. If I hook his leg, if he tries to pick me up over here, no chance. If I don't hook the leg, sometimes this guy's bigger, he can start to like pick me up out of the ground, yeah, maybe even slam it. So I always hook this leg nice and tight, helps with that angle adjustment, and we get a strong finish on the triangle.